Hello friends and potential friends. Well, it's been another week and a lot of things are changing. Starting off here in the lab, I got 2 pineapples that are ready to go in the ground. Look at their roots on that guy. More catgrass back in the corner there. And I'm finally getting some tomatoes to sprout. There's a little Roma right there. And there's a beefsteak right about there. There's a red or yellow Brandywine right there. And several little Praxis cherry tomatoes. Not only that, I've been separating a few. There's a couple more beefsteaks. There's a half dozen Praxis. Over here we got another half dozen Praxis. Then we got a half dozen Romas. And there's one red or yellow Brandywine right there. Plus one that popped up in another cup that I have no idea what it is. Oh, there's some more Romas over there too. Still got some broccoli back in the back. And I did a second seeding of the Paris Island Cos lettuce. Second batch seems to have mostly come up. Super Romaine never did. And the red acre cabbage back there in the back never did. Along with the blue Scotch curled kale. I did plant some Swiss chard outside and some dino kale. There's my cabbage collards. I need to move them outside too. And a few other things that I'm still waiting on. But I'm just glad I'm finally getting some tomatoes popping up. I was beginning to wonder about that. Let's see what's going on outside. Looks like we've got some rain moving in, so I'm gonna have to make this kind of quick. The cactuses down here, and there's still a few pineapples hidden amongst the ferns. Ginger and turmeric I haven't done anything with yet because it's still growing good. Out in the main garden, I put a bunch of romaine lettuce in here, several different kinds. Also a couple of kales. There's a blue Scotch curled kale and a couple of dino kales. Lucella's Swiss chard, super red romaine, the Vivian romaine, and this last one over here is oh, I can't pronounce that anyway. Rouge de Hiver, something like that. Growing pretty good. Tasting pretty good too. I was planning on coming out here and taking this tower apart, topping it off, and then planting a few more herbs in here. I do have the Italian oregano going crazy on top. Nothing in this second tier. And then I got a few strawberries left over from last year in the third tier. And I've been getting these runners to root, so I'll be spreading them around a little bit. The bottom 2 tiers are empty. Need a little bit more compost put in there, and then I can start putting some seeds in there. Probably do some more herbs. The peppers, well, the shishitos keep producing peppers. You can see there's a few of them laying down here on the ground. And the Megatron jalapenos are still doing well. I've picked a couple of them. A couple over there that are just about ready to pick. I'll be saving as many seeds as I can from them. Comfrey, sweet potatoes, basil, all still doing well, and I'm enjoying them. I don't have anything in this half of this bed. The other half, I've got the Mishihili Asian cabbage. As you can see, that's doing pretty good. And next to that is the Golden Acre cabbage. And that's getting a lot bigger too since I put it out here. Still nothing but weeds in this bed. And then over here, here's the rest of the greens that I've got planted out. We got the Pak Choi white stem cabbage for 2 rows there. 2 rows of slow bolt Napa cabbage. Got licorice wandering around garden for me. Hi, licorice. Hi. Yeah. And then in here, I planted Danvers 126 carrots. I put cardboard over top of them for a few days. And as soon as I saw them starting to sprout, I pulled the cardboard off. So there are little teeny tiny carrot sprouts popping up all through here. As long as the roly-polies don't get them, I should be in good shape. And that's really about all there is to look at out here. I haven't done anything with this bed yet, and I see something's been digging in it. There is one potato plant down here still, and I suspect there should be a few more potatoes under there somewhere. And I just haven't had time to dig into them. See, sweet peppers, these things are in bad shape. I need to just pull them up. They're not doing much of anything. This one down here is pretty much dying off, and this is the only one that had peppers on it. There are a couple of little teeny tiny bell peppers on that one, but they're not really doing much at all. And I haven't been spending as much time out here as I should because, well, I've got some other things going on. I'm not sure how long or how much I'm going to be getting out in the garden with or without the camera, because next week I'm starting on what's going to be a long process of some complicated dental work. Finally going to get my teeth straightened out and worked out right and replaced and fixed and whatever. So it's going to be a bit of a process, and I don't know how well I'm going to be speaking. I strongly suspect I'm not going to be feeling real well, so I may or may not get out the camera at any point in time over the next few weeks. But beauty berries, good gosh, I got beauty berries all over the place. Look at those things. They are pretty too, but I just don't feel like messing with them this year. The rest of the mini orchard is still pretty much overgrown. There is one Ponderosa lemon back there I need to get back and look at. It's getting pretty big. Pineapples are still doing good back there. In fact, speaking of pineapples, I'm seriously considering moving this guy and these two. I don't know whether I'll put them in containers again or just plant them out in the mini orchard, but I'm thinking those 2 pineapples I've got growing in the lab would go in here real nice and look pretty good for a while. So I may just do that. And I still want to get that tower finished off, and I want to build a lettuce tower, lettuce and other greens, so I can start getting some salads going. Not only that, I've got to put together a tower that I can put out on the front patio, because I want to put one of those types of tomatoes out front to save seeds from. I think it might be Praxis again. and also want to move some or get some new seeds going from the Megatron bell peppers and put them out front and save some good seeds from them. But a lot of that's going to depend on, frankly, just how I feel over the next week or two. So I'll keep you up to date as I can. And I just felt a drop, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and head back in. So I'll see you next time. Licorice and I will see you next time.